Go. Welcome to Sunny Afternoon with Lestner, and today we have one of the newest bands on the market, Market That Suffers. Good afternoon, boys.
Hey.
Hi, Brock. So, first question. What do you think of the fact that half of your members are of Asian descent? Oh, it's my turn? Well, it's interesting to us because Asians are getting so much more attention in the media and in general nowadays, and besides the fact that Logan always complains about being just a white guy, it has barely anything to do with us. Speaking of Asia, Mr. Holstein, what was it like when you went back to South Korea in your sophomore year of high school in 2012? Well, I personally had a better experience than most foreign exchange students because I'm half Korean and I know the language and all that. But I also got approached by people who used to work or still work at the news station that my mom worked at, aka Seoul Broadcasting System, and my mom was one of the first reporters to work there. Adding to that, my parents listened to Kim Mon-sun a lot, and my mom even had a poster of her in our Chungwon, Busan, apartments. Wait, Mr. Holstein, but you said she worked at a Seoul station. She did. She was she just was mostly there working at her station, and when she came to do stories in Chungwon slash Busan, I always got to hang out with her then. And after my sister Emma was born, she quit that job so she could be with the both of us. Do you remember what she did with the rest of her working career? She worked at several different newspapers, one in Busan, one in Richmond, and another in Manassas, which she stayed at until she retired. Thank you, Mr. Holstein. Now let's get on to you, Brian. Yes, sir. Now tell me, Brian, how did you spend every Mother's Day past the day your mother died? I sat alone in my room, secretly tearing up. But I remembered that offering me a drink because he was a bit more upset than I was, but he didn't know how to handle his emotions as well. And what did you think of Chelsea Weston, aka your stepmother, when you first met her? I accused Dad of hating Mum because he remarried so soon, and Dad understood after he slapped me on the cheek a few times. You're talking about your face, right? Of course I am, knobhead. Now, let's get back to Marcus. Do you remember anything about your vocal cord issues? Only that they went away with age, sir, but I do get a sore throat easier than most people. And how has that affected your singing ability? Well, I couldn't actually sing until I was about 11 years old, and that was because of the defect. Okay, moving on to group questions. How would each of you describe your social life at the moment? I'm single right now. My lovely bud is still intact for now. I'm not willing to break anything until she and I are married. Yu Jung and I have no plans while we're apart. Below my waist, I feel like a teenager. And why is that? I'm still a virgin, and it's unbearable to think about that at my current age. Can you tell us exactly why you are a virgin? If I could be real for a second, it's because I'm scared. I've been scared ever since I've hit puberty. My whole life, I've been scared of hurting people. The other person's life could get worse by one encounter, and I've never wanted to do that to anyone. Are you referring to sexually transmitted diseases, perhaps? Pretty much. Also, pregnancy, since the girl's parents seem to judge her more the younger or the age she first becomes a mother at. Huh. Now, let's move on, Logan. Do mothers try to hide their young daughters from you when you're out in public? Huh. Unfortunately, no. I mean, the world is full of judgmental people, and there's nothing I can do about it. And what are you to your fans? They think of me as an American John Bonham, but I don't get offended by that. Okay then. Mark, can you tell me what you honestly think about your first album? It's a piece of trash, and even if we do new versions, the trash remains. Is that why you work so hard on your new music? It probably is. I mean, I do take pride in creating new music, but I also get so stressed out at the end of every album's production. And have you started your newest album? In a way, yes, but I'm still trying hard not to get overwhelmed by the workload, or put the workload upon myself on purpose. And, what are you guys planning to do once this interview ends? I want to just relax. I don't know, maybe cook that, since I haven't in a while. Honestly, I'm not sure. Nag Will about finishing the book that he's writing. Well, you heard it here, folks. That was Market That Suffers, live from Manassas, Virginia. See you all tomorrow.